Today, Kevin and I are going to be trying some TOOM dips. These all have garlic in them.
They're all garlic dips.
They're all garlic dips.
Prepare not to talk to anybody up close.
Yes, don't breathe on anybody. This is the original. This is Basil Garlic Dip.
This is Chipotle and this is Buffalo.
So these were $4.59 each at a place called Good Foods Co-op. I have seen these though in Aldi before. I don't know that Aldi had all 4 flavors at one time. They might even have more flavors than this. This is the most we've seen at the co-op because we went in some other stores after the co-op and they would have like 1 or 2, but they didn't have all 4. Like I think Whole Foods had these, but they didn't have all 4. So I was like, oh, I'm glad we got them when we did. So these are actually made in Minnesota. It says keep refrigerated, eat within 14 days of opening. The main ingredient is non-GMO expeller pressed canola oil.
Well, it is dairy free.
And then you have fresh garlic, lemon juice, sea salt, maltodextrin, and citric acid. 1 tablespoon, 14 grams, is 80 calories. 80 calories, and there's about 16 servings in this container. This is an 8-ounce, 227-gram container. It says vegan, gluten-free, and dairy-free.
Oh, that's neat.
Okay.
So you can't have regular dip because it's full of dairy. You can have this.
Okay.
That's cool. Tammy was like, I don't know what's holding this together. It's oil.
Yeah, it's like oil.
This definitely looks like it's a different texture here.
Wow. It smells like 100%, yeah, garlic. So we have Lay's potato chips. We weren't sure, like what do people have with this? Although I saw once we sit down, it's flavor boost your veggies, snacks, and they show a picture of a pretzel. Proteins like chicken, pizza, pasta, and sandwiches. So I guess you could use this as a spread on a sandwich.
Wow, can't imagine putting that on a sandwich.
How much
I got
do you
it.
need?
Oh, yeah, about that much. It's very garlicky. I like the texture though. The texture is, I was worried from looking at it that it was going to be gritty. It's really not though. It's pretty smooth and it actually goes, I mean the chip works really well. Tell you what.
I like the combination between the garlic and the salt on the chip.
You better like garlic.
You have to like garlic. A lot.
A lot of garlic.
Uh-huh.
Good thing we're eating this together because we won't offend each other.
No.
I wouldn't take this to work and eat it and go in a meeting.
It'll be coming out of our pores later.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it'll
you know what though?
It's good though. I like it.
I think it's delicious.
It's not something I
really
would normally want to dip. I wouldn't want to dip chips in this.
I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't be opposed.
But it said something about putting it on like chicken and stuff like that. That would be really good over at chicken and bake it. That would be really, because you know about adding a ton of flavor to it.
So you think you can get it hot then in the oven?
Oh yeah, it would just melt.
Okay.
It would just melt.
Well,
I'm guessing.
You don't want it to curdle or whatever.
No, it's no dairy, so.
Okay.
It's just oil, basically.
Okay.
It's whipped up oil. That's what that is.
I'll say right now, if any of you have used these in recipes or how do you eat it?
Or snack with it.
We're gonna want to know. Yeah, we want to know how do you eat this?
Because you have heard from people saying that they like it, so.
Yeah, well, and get ready for garlic.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm curious too. How do you eat it?
This is the Basil Garlic Dip, so it has a basil flavor. It says 1 tablespoon, 80 calories. It literally says basil flavor.
You know, I could imagine too, it said sandwich. I could imagine if you had a big sub.
A sub sandwich.
Something big. I'm thinking, my first thought was when I think sandwiches, like just a small sandwich with a little bit of lunch meat on it. That would be probably too much for that. But if you got something like a sub, something that's really beefy and
meaty.
Yeah, big. Well, you can even get a veggie. As long as it's got a lot of stuff on it and a lot of bread and stuff, I think that would be good. Doesn't that look chunky, like it would be gritty?
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of when we opened the first one.
Ooh.
I don't like that one.
That's way too much basil.
It's very green.
Oh yeah. I mean, like I've eaten a raw basil leaf.
Yeah. It's just too much for me.
I think if you like basil, it'll probably be all right. But
I think that would be better in something else, not as a dip.
It is very green.
It is very green. I don't know what you could, like maybe if you're putting it on some chicken, some baked chicken, but I think I would still want another flavor to go with it to just to cut that basil. Because I don't want all that basil. It's just too it's not necessarily earthy, but it
Green,
tastes
like grassy.
green. Yeah, grassy. Yeah, I don't like that.
I wonder if you could put that. I don't know how it would toast. But I wonder if you could put that on like bread and try to toast it. I don't know how it would toast because it's oil, so I don't know if it would toast or not.
I don't like getting these things open. Now this hasn't been bad. Once you get to this point, it's not bad. This is the Chipotle Garlic Dip. It says fluffy garlic, literally fluffy garlic with a smoky heat. That's
they all say fluffy garlic.
Yeah, that's their words. Yeah, I think I've read just about everything on here.
Well, except this one says flavor like whoa.
Oh, yes. Okay, this it's Chipotle peppers, and it is 80 calories for a tablespoon.
I tell you what, the basil was so strong in that one, I didn't even get the garlic flavor really.
No, the basil's the strongest flavor.
It took a second for me to kind of get that smoky chipotle flavor. It definitely has it.
Oh, it's strong.
About the same time that smokiness hit, the heat hit in the back of my throat.
Yeah, I got so much of it on my first chip that I needed a plain chip just to
soak it up a little bit.
Soak up the. I actually like it quite a bit. It is, there is some heat there. It will make the back of your throat tingle. But it does have a really nice smoky flavor. And honestly, I don't get a lot of the garlic in that.
No, I'm sure it's there. And the garlic will be the flavor that haunts you during the day. But right up front, you don't really necessarily.
But you're getting Chipotle. It's 100%.
Very smoky.
Very, very smoky. And then the tingle. And the garlic, yeah, if you really want that true garlic, then you need to get the original.
Yeah.
Okay, so now this is it says flavor like whoa, yum.
That's what
boom.
That's what the original one said. And then it said buffalo, little small letters.
Made with fresh garlic. Okay. This one is probably the same. 80 calories, yes, for the and it says buffalo sauce. The buffalo sauce has vinegar, cayenne peppers, paprika.
Well, I would expect.
Yeah. I like how easily this plastic comes off.
It doesn't tear into shreds.
Yes, I like that. Trader Joe's needs to take notes and get that. They need to use this plastic because their dips are can be a nightmare to get that paper off. It drives me insane. This looks like beer cheese.
Very orangey yellow. Now this one I actually do get the garlic.
Okay. Huh.
I'm a little disappointed though.
Because it doesn't taste like buffalo.
It doesn't really taste like buffalo. I get just a hint of the vinegar.
The vinegar.
But I don't get any of the heat. I don't get that really pepper kind of saucy kind of flavor.
I like it a lot.
I do like it.
And would absolutely eat it. And I do like the addition of the vinegar.
Yeah. My first pick, honestly, is the original.
Really?
Yeah.
Can I have one more bite of that original again?
I would do the original, and then I think I would pick the buffalo second. Well, let me try it. I'm like you. Let me try it.
I know. I want to try the original again. Because it's going to be between these two. The number one. I tell you what, it's amazing how soft that is.
Don't be put off by the texture. I mean, what it looks like though. It literally looks like something you'd buy in a bath shop, like a body butter or something. It doesn't look like something you should be eating.
I very, very, very much like both of them. Both of them. So like if I went to the store and I was after the original and they were out of it and they only had the buffalo, I would buy the buffalo. Because the buffalo does not have, if you're used to a buffalo dip that has a little bit of that sting like we said about the Chipotle, You're not getting that in this buffalo. This buffalo just has truly a little bit more of a vinegar flavor.
Yeah, it's like they took the original and put vinegar in it.
Without any of the sting of regular buffalo. So if they were out of the original, I would just as soon dip my chips in this, or vice versa. If I went for the buffalo and they didn't have the buffalo. Now you are going to miss out getting the original of that vinegar flavor. The buffalo is my number one.
Oh, I'd pick the original.
But I love the original too. I mean, it's like splitting hairs because I like them both so much.
I would never.
For me, the buffalo just wins out.
The basil, I would never, ever get. If they were out of everything else, I would still never pick that.
No, I just wouldn't get any.
Chipotle's good if you like something a little bit more smoky and hot.
Yeah.
But for me and you, I think both of those agree. It's probably heat is not something we like gravitate towards all the time. I don't mind a little heat, but it's like
not this kind of heat,
Yeah.
not this particular kind. I do like stuff with a little bit of a kick to it, but I wouldn't say all the smoke with it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's
because
the thing.
they really deliver on the smoke flavor, but it doesn't have the peppers flavor to back up the smoke. So,
Right.
so you're missing that pepper.
Right.
Same with the buffalo; it's missing those peppers. So
I do love this though, and I think it's this is a really good brand.
I would love to hear what people use this.
Yes.
How do you use this? Do
Yes.
you cook with it? Do you put it on sandwiches? Do you just dip chips in it or crackers or whatever? I'd love to know.
You're right. Yeah, dip your carrot. I can imagine even dipping a carrot in that. Now I know Kevin's not a carrot person.
I mean,
I
I'd
like
rather dip my finger in it.
I like raw carrots. Kevin doesn't. Nothing wrong if you do though. I even like raw cauliflower. I can see dipping raw cauliflower in that.
I wonder
raw
if the
broccoli.
people that use this all the time may know, but I wonder if the flavor stays when you cook with it. So if you were to put that in, I don't know, some kind of broth or something else that you cook with, like a liquid, I wonder if the flavor would stay.
You can let us know. But I do think these are very good dips. So in the price, $4.59, and that was at a co-op. So I'm sure that's more than you're going to pay other places. So just know you'll probably be able to get them
At least 50
less.
cents less, probably.
Yeah, at least. So I'll have a picture for you at the end of each one of these. And thanks for watching.